Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. So today I'm going to be doing a cheeky old Milk and Blush hair extension review. Bit of an update because my hair's changed, but I'm also going to show you a tutorial. Now, I am not one for hair tutorials. I cannot do my hair. The only thing I tend to do that's different is just the style. So I either have it sort of beachy, I don't even know what you call this actually. I don't think it's like beachy waves, but I think it's just like those loose wispy waves. Sometimes I'll do like big barreled curls, so super wavy, or I'll have it super straight. I'm not one for doing the sort of fine technique with hair things. Now, if you've come across my channel before and you have watched these Milk and Blush videos, you will know that I'm affiliated with Milk and Blush. I have had a few comments in the past regarding the fact that I promote hair extensions just because I'm affiliated with them. I'm not going to go into depth about it, but the simple answer is that is not the case at all. I've been working with these guys for at least 6+ years. I don't know why I've got 6 years in my head, but when they were DTY Looks, I'm not sure what happened between the whole transition between DTY Looks and Milk and Blush. I'm guessing it's just rebranding, but I have been with them since the DTY Looks days. So if you have not come across Milk and Blush hair extensions before, in this beautiful baby pink packaging just here, honestly, the feeling of getting new hair extensions is just like no other. It is like Christmas in a little box that is hairy. So they look like this and they open up just like so. Now I have gone into these, so if you're wondering why they look a bit scruffy in this side of things, then it's because I have used them. So the whole box looks like this. Now in here you will get a netted piece of hair extension that is almost like a sample, so you can take it out, put it against your own hair, and then if it's not the correct shade, you just pop it back in and send it back to them. But if it is, happy days, you can do what I've done and go straight in. So once you're happy with that, you can then take off this little security tag that's here. Now do be aware, if you take this off, you will not be able to send these back to Milk and Blush because it is a sign that you've sort of opened the hair and it's not contaminated, because that kind of sounds a bit odd. But it is kind of contaminated in a way. You know what I mean. I used to have the shades Bel Air, which I think that was called Bel Air Baby, which was like the nice dark to blonde ombre colour. I've tried, there's another ombre shade and it's like the lightest one. I can't remember what it is, but I've tried that one as well. And now I have moved on to the shade California because I am blonder. I've been on holiday, so I've got those sort of platinum-y blonde bits put in. Some of the baby hairs have come through. Now I believe this is one of their lightest shades. It is more of a yellowy blonde, I suppose, which has some ashy darker blondes running through, if you can just see. I've shown you more on another video, so I'll attach that below, sort of the whole technical aspect to it. But these, I believe, are the superior set. They are in 20 to 22 inches, so they are quite long, sort of long enough for me to not make my hair look fake. Now this here is a super thick weft that had, I think it's like 4 pieces of hair, it might be a bit more, I think it's 4 pieces of hair or wefts of hair sewn together on one big volumizer piece. And this, honestly, you could probably end up using just on its own. You do them in different thicknesses as well, so what I like to do, the reason I like to get the superior set is because I can get 2 bunches of hair extensions out of one. And once I feel like they've kind of had their time, they've had their day, even though they look amazing like a year on. I think I've done another video on that, but it's a really old school one. Today I'm going to be taking probably half of the sets just here. So I have a 2-clip piece, I have a 3-clip piece, another 2, another 2, and another 3. So I think I've got 2 3s and 3 2s. So this will be enough for me, I think, to get the most voluminous, long lengthened look that I'm looking for. Now what I'm going to do is just show you how I styled them, and then I'm going to come off camera because it's going to take forever. But what I'm using to do that is the Lee Stafford, I don't know which curling tong this is. But I know you can get these pretty much everywhere. They're thicker here, thicker here, and then they're thinner towards the bottom. So what I'm going to do is take the 2-clip hair extension and I'm just going to sort of divide them into halves. You could do more if you want a really super fine, like super dimensional look. You could take sort of little strands. But what I'm going to do is firstly take 2 And I'm going to get the curler. This is probably would help if I had like a stand to put these on, but I'm going to bunch them up just here and then keep back. I'm going to keep maybe, okay, this is starting to prove real difficult. I'm going to keep maybe this much out from, I don't know if you can actually see that, to be honest. Keep this much out so that you get that really frayed out look, and I'm going to keep them on here for maybe like 6 or 7 seconds. Please, of course, remember to use hair protectant. Like, I really do recommend that. Now I'm going to keep that in my hand just for a few seconds and sort of push the hair so that it pushes all the heat out, or majority of the heat anyway. And then what you should get is something that looks like this. Now once you put them in, I'm going to sort of fluff them out and brush them through and fray them, but just for now I want to get the main curl. Another tip as well to keep the curl is to just let them naturally curl into your hands and just pop them on the side. So I'm going to finish off curling the rest of them. I'm going to show you how I pop them in, and then we'll get to finishing off the look. Right, so now I have just curled my hair extensions. What I'm going to do is go and just pop them in. So I tend to put the widest hair extension around the widest part of my head, which is just going to be sort of below the tops of your ears. Now I've been doing this for such a long time that visually I can just see where things are going to be going. So I'm just going to pop these sort of the back of my ears. I'm just going to do the same for the other 3-piece clip just here, and I'm just going to section the previous hair just back over, and then also pop that below that one. Now that's where the majority of my hair is going to come from, so you don't want to put this too low, because what it's going to do is it's going to make your hair look a bit more fake, especially if you're wearing less clips. What you want to do if you want that full volume is put them towards the top, but I probably recommend just going to sort of the middle band. Now what I'm going to do is, this is curled quite nicely actually. Yeah, I'm really pleased with this one. Looks lovely. Now what I'm going to do is take these 2 clips, and I like to pop one just below so it sort of thickens out the bottom layer. I'm then going to take the next one and also put it the other side. So now I'm just doing them below the 3 clips. This is how I do it on a daily basis, so you guys can pop them wherever you want, but I would prefer to just bundle them all together on my head. Then the last 2 clip one I've got, I'm going to pop this just underneath the crown of my head so it gives me a bit of lift. This is what we're currently looking like so far. I'm just going to move my mirror. Now what I'm going to do is just use my fingers to just pull through some of the curls, make it look a bit more wispy. The ends on these hair extensions are just absolutely brilliant, and it sort of contributes to that whole natural looking set of extensions. So what you could do is leave this look here, but what I want to do is sort of play around a little bit with a few different, well I say a few different hairstyles, but I'm probably going to try one, see how I get on with it, and then we'll go from there. I'm going to take a front section just here, just pull this up, keep the wispy bits down. Now what I would like to do is just French plait this whole section. So actually what I'm going to do is take the first sort of 3 pieces just like so, and just sort of start this off. And each time I go in, I'm just going to pick up more hair, make it a bit more bulkier. So I'm going to stop when it gets to about the crown of my head. Now try and keep the whole plait as straight as you can, because you kind of don't want it going off onto a bit of a tangent, shall we say. Now I'm going to take some of the section on the back just so we've got enough hair to sort of play around with. Okay, so once that's done, I'm just going to do one more normal plait to sort of finish that off. I'm going to take the clear elastic and just elasticate that up. I'm just going to backcomb the back of that ponytail ever so slightly, just so it goes quite bushy, because I think you want to add like a bit of texture into the actual ponytail. So you could keep it that looks a little bit like this. I look really fluffy at the minute, my hair. So you could keep it looking a little something like this. On the sides, it just, like, the look I go for is very cave woman, Daenerys Targaryen slash pulled through a bush look. Now, if you really wanted to, there's one more tactic you could try and use, and that is to create just a small bun with it. So I know these are like really simple looks, guys, but these are like really, really big for me. What I'm gonna do is just turn this hair ever so slightly so it's just sort of twisted. This is really stupid because you can't see. So twisted just like this. Now what I'm going to do is just take a few strands and pull the hair. I wouldn't recommend doing that on a daily basis. You could also have it so it looks like this. So you've got a bit of a cheeky burn on your head. It looks, just sort of sort it out from the front. Okay, so that was absolutely everything for me today, you guys. This took longer than expected. It took literally 3 hours because I was playing around with so many different hairstyles. I'm still currently playing around. But yeah, I hope you enjoyed this. I'm so sorry that I'm not advanced when it comes to hair tutorials. I am anything but. I'm still trying to find what my goal is. I'm still trying to find what I'm good at in life, and I think it's not hair. I'm not sure. Anyway, thank you so much for watching. If you have any questions about the whole milk and blush, then I will answer them down below. If you are interested in getting some money off, if you are in the UK, you can use the code that I'm going to put on screen now. If you are from anywhere else in the world, then I'll put this one for you to use just here. Please bear in mind, they are discount codes of 4 headsets. It will save you a bit of money. If you're not comfortable with using my code, then you don't have to. I'll put all the links for the actual website down below. My bun's gone a bit skew if, never mind. Need more bobby pins. Thank you so much for watching, you guys, and I shall see you in my next video. Bye.